Hello, my name is Sarah, and I'm an artist with Hospice of Cincinnati. And I first want to thank you for sharing your time and your talent with us. One great way to make a family keepsake is through hand tracing. I'll show you some examples so you see the end product. This one is done on canvas, and this one is done on mat board. The concierge, or sometimes the artist volunteers, your first step is to trace the hand. I want to show you a good example and a bad example. This is a bad example. It looks like a mitten. You won't be able to cut if you try to place this example on a mat board or a canvas. It's going to look like a mitten. This is a correct example. You ask the patient to spread their hand and then make the tracing that way. I always work in pencil. I want you to keep in mind when entering the patient room, you're going to knock gently, introduce yourself. Hello, my name is Sarah and I'm a volunteer artist. One thing we offer families is a keepsake. Show them an example which will be provided in your kits. Be aware that some family members will think this is awesome, out of this world. They want you to do 5 of them, while other family members in a different room perhaps might dismiss you quickly, maybe even be short with you. Take nothing personal. Grief looks different for everybody, so just keep your head up. What we're doing is offering a beautiful service for people and patients. Now I want to show you the process of creating one. This one was for a man who loved gardening. I had a little bit extra time, so I did it on canvas. I painted the canvas first, and then I added objects that reminded me of gardening. You can often ask the family, oh, what did he like? Maybe you can incorporate it into it. But if the artist is in the inpatient unit and the death is imminent, you might want to do a quicker version like this one on mat board. So I took the tracing, I'm fast forwarding, I cut it out. I glue it just around the perimeter of the hand. You don't need to add a lot of glue or it'll bubble and look weird. I'm going to place it on the mat board. Notice the spacing here. Those of you in art school, or maybe you're an artist but you never went to art school, or maybe you're an artist and you flunked out of art school, there's this thing called negative space. Unless you're going to put more design here or flowers here, we're going to want to cut that just with your scissors. So there's enough space between the thumb and the pinky finger. I'm going to do that now. And I also wanted to say, these are just my ideas. I look forward to you coming up with your ideas and sharing them with me. If you'd like to meet with me, I would be excited to do that. So be thinking about new ideas, what materials you might use. See how that looks. There's not a lot of negative space around it, so it's something to work with. In your kits, you'll have glitter. Some people are opposed to glitter. This is what I do. You do not have to do this, but I think it jazzes things up. You'll also have paper butterflies. So I like to use those for a composition like this. It's real clean and simple. You don't always need a lot of stuff going on. So you have a variety of glitter. Test it on your newspaper first to see how it comes out. And then I'll show you what I do. Something like this, a swirly. It takes a while to get used to glitter bottles if you're not used to them, so just practice on the newspaper. Then I'm going to paint tape glue. I'm going to glue this butterfly. And there you have it. On this example, you might embellish it with different dots or things like this. I want you to use your creativity and what feels natural for you. If you have an idea and the materials are not in your kit, please email Lori. Thank you.